Oh no, no, it's video games. Oh no, it's video games. Wait, I can't do video games yet. I gotta pull up the checklist. I gotta pull it up. Oh no. Oh no. I got it. It's there. I got it up. I know you were worried, but I did it. Hey pals, how you doing? Welcome. Today, we're gonna get a host from Partly Awesome. Thank you. All right, let me make sure all my stuff is down. Make sure everything's in the right spot. Yeah, I think so. All right, I guess we'll play the video game. You want to just jump into the video game? I got no preliminary stuff. I mean, I got an intro, but I usually tell you what I do in the game once we're in the game. At least that's what I intend to do. Hi, welcome back to more Super Mario Sunshine. Last time, we finished up Pianta Village and a bunch of other stuff, bringing us to 95 Shine Sprites. Now, there are 96 normal shines in the game. The last one that we have, we will get whenever we go fight Bowser. I mean, whoever the final boss is. So we got one more normal shine to get, which means that the beginning of this stream will consist of collecting those last 16 blue coins. We've got 224 of the 240, and once we turn all those in, we will get 24 shines, bringing us up to 119, readying us for the final battle. So, the start of this stream will be the most exciting that this playthrough has ever been. Let's return to Bianco Hills so we can get the last blue coins there. Now, if you'll remember, if you've been here for the rest of the playthrough, I have had a checklist that I have been consulting. We finished up Pina Park, Gelato Beach, Serena Beach, and Corona Mountains blue coins. So we have to go back to 4 other places, starting with Bianco Hills here. I think we have all but 4. So I will now be consulting the checklist as an actual guide. I will actively say, here's where that one is, and go look for it. Whereas previously in the playthrough, this checklist has just been for me to keep track of my progress as I find things naturally, so as to, preserve a somewhat natural hunt for blue coins throughout the playthrough. That's over. That's over. Now we're in guide mode. So, I apologize if the start here will be a little bit boring, because it will be, in fact, me going back and forth between a guide and the game. So, might not be the most action-packed, but yeah, blue coins, ending. Hi, Donnie, how are you? So, let's see where the last couple are. There is 1 in episode 1, so we will hop in here. This will also consist of lots and lots of hopping in and out of the actual area, because as you know by now, several blue coins only show up in certain instances of the level, which is really cool. So we'll have to go in and out of Bianco Hills like 4 times at minimum. I imagine we don't have to. This checklist just tells me the earliest that ones show up, but I don't want to get anything wrong. So this says, spray center of rocky spire in water. Which water? Which water are you referring to? I actually have no idea what it means by rocky spire. It's fine. We'll find it. Rocky spire? Is that over here? Nope, that's just wood. That's wood and more wood, and yep, that's the wood. We found it. Anyway, how are you pals doing? I'm not exactly sure how long this stream will be, because I doubt it'll go a full 3 hours. If it happens to go longer than 3 hours, I fully intend to finish the game today, so I almost definitely won't be stopping it at that point. That said, I expect this to be a shorter one. Playing Mungus. How's Mungus going? Amogus. Amoeba. Actually don't know what it means by rocky spire. Spray center of rocky spire in water. Yeah, I expect this to be a little closer to the 2-hour end than the 3-hour. But I'm gonna be honest, even though I don't have many blue coins left, it could take me forever to find these last few because it's gonna take a while for me to be convinced I need to look up an actual guide as opposed to just using my checklist. But this might be one of them. We might be starting off on a bit of a bad foot here. Rocky Spire? I just see a bunch of platforms. Center of Rocky... Oh, yeah. Finished Mad Men today, and it is a good show. Very epic. Only show I've been watching lately is Star Wars Rebels. I will spare you my takes on that show until they come up naturally in conversation at some point. I guess I've been watching WandaVision as well. But Rebels I've been watching every day. WandaVision I've been watching every week. The way it's been releasing. Free with ads on IMDb TV. I wasn't aware IMDb TV was a thing. That's neat. Okay, do tell. My main take, which probably isn't a hot take. I know most people prefer Clone Wars to Rebels. And ultimately, I think they're right, but I think Rebels is a hell of a lot more consistent. Clone Wars has some really high highs, and I adore Clone Wars, but it's got some shit story arcs. Clone Wars, if you don't know, is told in, like, distinct arcs. It's an anthology series where each arc is, like, a separate story following a different set of characters from the last arc on a different planet, usually, things like that. And it goes between a bunch of different stories that just happened during the war. Rebels follows one team. So anyway, Clone Wars, is constantly swapping where you are and who you're following and everything. And as such, like, some arcs could be really, really good. Some could be just trash. Unfortunately, there's several Clone Wars arcs that are just trash. Rebels is much more consistent. I don't think Rebels has had any of the highs of Clone Wars so far, but it has absolutely not had episodes as bad as Clone Wars episodes. So that's the main thing. Rebels is more consistent, even if it doesn't get as good as Clone Wars, at least so far. It's a lot easier to watch, I'll say that. I don't know why I'm killing this. You know what? The Rocky Spire might show up when you kill it. That's probably not the case. I'm doing piss poor on this. Listen, it's been so long since I've fought one of these. Anyway, did you watch all of Rebels, Thomas? I know you've watched a bit of it. Center of Rocky Spire. I mean, that's not really a spire. That's just to climb up to the thing. And it doesn't really have a center for me to spray. But sure, I'll spray the middle of the walkway. I feel like I may have... I've either done this or I have just no clue what it's actually referring to. And I feel like a dumb baby. I'm gonna climb the mountain. If I don't see anything, I may just move on to the next one. And then look up a guide later. So I'm gonna be honest. Absolutely no clue. Oh! I found it. The reason I didn't see it is because I wasn't up here. There we are. That's a little off. A little odd, that one. I mean, I suppose the thing was conspicuous, but spray the middle of this random land. I could do without some of those. Let's get out of here. Wow, it's been 20 minutes. We got our first blue coin. 10 minutes. We have the 10-minute timer before every stream. Episode 4. What are all those images in the Discord? Are they the ones Thomas posted of the Mario funny trivia questions? I used to know the source of those. I know they're real. I have seen them before. Are they related to Mario is Missing at all? Because I know that was an edutainment game. Pokey next to cliff. Pokey next to cliff. That's what you got for me? It means I still have to search for it. That's not too terrible. Who is that fella? Oh, wait, I got that one. Clean the boy near the cave. Do you see the dirty, dirty man out there? Probably not. It's kind of behind the little blue head boy. I think it's related to Mario is Missing. Especially because the civil rights one looks like the thing where you answer the question. Yeah, that's the vibe I get from it. But I don't actually know the source for sure. Anyway, I'm looking for a Pokey to kill, apparently. Pokey near cliff. Pokey near cliff. There's only so many cliffs I can check, so it won't be too bad, hopefully. Now, by pokey, I can only assume it means the full body one. It would probably have said pokey head if it were just these fellas. Oh, good. Go over. Okay, I'm thinking it's probably the cliff over near the cave. Well, that's a wall. I wouldn't really call that a cliff. But this is the spot I was thinking. Two of you. I feel like I've killed both of these before, though. Huh. Near cliff. Over here? Don't think those are pokies. I always interpreted them as pokey heads. They might have a different name. Wouldn't be shocked. I assume I would have seen and presumably killed the pokey if there was one up here, if the cliff was by the cave. And we're not going in the cave. Okay. Pokey near cliff. Perhaps up by where Petey was? Or will be in episode 5, I suppose. None of yous, one of yous. But I assume the random ones in these groups aren't gonna be significant in any way. Sorry, fellas, it's true. You are just a stepping stone in my character development. Senbo heads, but are just pokey heads. Great. What are the blue ones?
What is a Sanbo?
Would I be remiss to imply that it's the Japanese name for a pokey? Sometimes that gets through. CD pod. Epic. Epic. Yeah, I'm really seeing nothing. No, actual full-size pokies, which is shocking. I was sure I checked all this. Yeah, I checked this section. Thomas said semen. It's not a cliff out by the start, is it? I imagine it might probably be, in the village, since this is collect red coins in the village, the mission. Yeah, no cliffs here to speak of. That said, this is the, yeah, this is red coins in the village. The other two that showed up starting in this episode are clean the boy near the cave, decidedly outside the village, and hang from screen bridge, also decidedly not in the village. I'm gonna find out they gave the name Pokey to a completely different enemy or something. Well, last time this happened, it was up by the windmill. Which honestly, several of these might be, because I think I only went up the windmill one time after getting the shine there. I wouldn't be shocked if several showed up there exclusively. And you just never get them because you don't need to come back up here again. Why is it mostly normal names? Like there's Wind Spirit and Clamber Spider. Then you have Sandbow Head and Dango. Wonderful. Oh yeah, Dangos are the little orange boys with the pants. You stack on top of each other. Dango Unchained. Yeah, I'm not thinking there'll be a cliff up here to speak of, but perhaps it'll be a good vantage point. One of those is a stroll and stew. Oh, that's right. We briefly discussed this. Dango's the big one. Oh, well, no, I already got a coin from you. Yeah. So there's two Pokies in Bianco Hills, and they both give you blue coins, I guess. Pokey next to cliff. What in God's name, cliff, haven't I checked? That was not an awkward turn of phrase. In the slightest. Take fall damage. Oh, okay. I guess once you've dove, you're not gonna take fall damage. I assumed you had to dive close to the thing. Close to the ground. The thing. Uh-huh. It's only a Dango if it's a stack. Ah. Okay. I'll accept this. Mario dives into the earth. Oof, ouch, owie, my nose. And my nose specifically, and nothing else on my face. I'm gonna have to... Oh, I'm gonna have to get the nose surgery. And nothing else. Yep. Why? I am consistently able to do this in my normal playthroughs, but I had trouble on this playthrough, it seemed. I had trouble with that last time, too. Is it this, perhaps? Pokey next to cliff. I was thinking, like, way down here. Nope, it's definitely this. Hi, friend. Cease. Well, we're not doing great on how quickly we're getting these, but we are getting them. But it's still, you know, both of those preserved the search. I don't have like a screenshot of where everything is, so I'm not complaining. I'm still finding these in a way. Episode 6. There are 3 here. I've gotten 1. Above left spire of building. Spray top of pillar next to the second PD fight. Yeah, they do this pretty frequently where, objective-wise, you have no reason to go back to, places that you fought bosses. But they often hide blue coins there on a second visit. Which is interesting. I'm not gonna say I dislike that. It just meant that I never found them because I was always focused on objectives specifically. Left spire of building. Well, there's only one building with 2 spires, I guess. See that one over there? I guess let's go there. I would assume that I got that, though. I don't see one. Cam, guess the name of the thing that springs you out of alcoves in Noki.
Glass Joe.
Oh, they weren't even... A lot of times they weren't even gloves. They were like chickens, right? Above left spire of building.
Hatopop. 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 Hatopop.
Hey-do pop. That was my, that was a couple degrees off of, Mater from Cars. That's fine. Don't worry about that. You don't need to think about that part. Get up there. No, Mario. Spray top of pillar up here. Don't help the boy? Did I already help the boy? I guess I did. Oh yeah, you can actually get out there now. And the lake is in fact dirty over there. Epic. Yeah, that makes sense. Can you go further? I mean, I don't want to. It'll kill me out there, but... Fuck it. I'm not trying to accomplish goals. Good! Great! That's just a pit. Epic! Thank you, video game. Above left spire of building. Well, I did in fact see the building that had 2 spires, or what I would call spires, and it wasn't there. So I have me a confuzzle. I feel like it's one that'd be like way up in the air that I'd have to rocket to or something. The rocket is in this one. Fuck it, let's see. But I don't see anything. Are we about to get into the... oh no, Cam checked the wrong thing off, mode? Because that's surly. That's certainly feasible. How many Borns in this level so far? In this mission, 2 of the 3. In this level, 27. So we got 1 in this mission. And then 2 in episode 8, it looks like. Nothing here. Left spire. Okay, well, I remember there being something like... I think I remember something being in roughly the spot, and that might be what that's talking about. Harumph. Also, listen, this is 3D space. Left is relative. Let me check and see if there's anything I may have listed incorrectly. Cliff in Village. No, I got that one. One is simply marked as two-spired building in town. This is episode 6. Which mission is this? Dirty Lake. Well, I referred to a two-spired building elsewhere in my notes. And there was a coin here that I got. So that tells me this is like the one thing that I could have been referring to. And I don't see it. Okay. I'm gonna check up here for no reason. See if I can use this as a vantage point. No, if there was one up there, I'd have seen it. So, huh? Weird concept, weird idea that I don't know if I'm gonna have the water for. No, I'll be fine. You can spray that from here, that windmill, and it will give you some coins. How about the other one? That you can't reach from here. How do we feel about that one? We don't. Okay, I'm gonna exit. Let's just go to episode 8. We can get stuff done there. Yeah. Thomas is still talking about Among Us. Imagine my shock. So, there were 2 coins here last time. We could not have gotten them because they require Yoshi, who was not here when we did this mission initially and is not at all required for this mission. Nor do I think he would even help with this mission. I think he needed a banana, right? That's what he needed. There are 2, yeah, there's 2 coins here that require Yoshi. I suppose the hardest part will be finding banana for him. I found banana for him. It wasn't that hard. Right over here.
Finally, banana. Oh, 2 banana.
Actually, that's 6 bananas because this is a bunch of 3 bananas. Join me tomorrow for more
arithmetic.
I did not want to drop the banana there. Is it even possible for me to stand there and get the banana? Or do I have to spray it loose? Are you kidding me? Get off! Gee willikers. Grab the banana. Just my giggledy-goggledy luck. I have to nod reassuringly and say, yes, dear, like a parent listening to the gurgles of a baby after not sleeping for 3 nights straight. Yeah, it sounds about right. That sounds about right. So how is it being back in the roommate life? Can Yoshi not stand on the tightrope? Or did I miss the tightrope? I suppose it would be difficult to stand on a tightrope with the weight of 2 creatures as opposed to 1. However, I do not appreciate this video game. You don't treat me like you should. I could have had these and gotten out of here. Nintendo replacing the multiplayer server it has been using for almost 2 decades. Really? Epic. We can pray this means good things. I didn't know they were that old, Christ. I just assumed they were shitty. But there's a reason for it. Unfathomable. I found the other coke of nut. Or the one coke of nut. Don't go in the water! That went so much farther than I expected or intended. You might be surprised to hear the Splatoon 2 version has an unused function to check to see if it's running on Windows 98. That's cool and fine. That's cool and normal seeming. That has a similar energy to oh, what was it? What was it? I saw a news story about a railroad system that functioned using Adobe Flash and ceased function for a day whenever Flash was shut down because they just never changed that. I don't know how true that is, how that makes sense, but I'm not shocked. I'm a little shocked. Won't go outside without his Among Us marketable plushies and Spaceman beanie. I can't fucking live like this.
The butterfly have blue money, blue money, blue money.
Donovan just finished Frustrated Mature People, so he tells me. I'm gonna be honest, I literally have no idea what Mad Men is. Not even like, no level of cultural osmosis happened beyond this is a title of a show. I knew that much, I did not know anything further. 1 up? Yeah, okay. The other one's gonna be in here. Get back on the purple horse. Get back on the purple horse! I'm so glad he doesn't, like, go flying when you lose him, like in so many other games. The 1960s advertising people. Oh, interesting. Not only is it a good TV show, it's also surprisingly funny. How old is it? I can't watch it because I'm busy watching Star Wars Rebels. It will go on the list not because of your recommendation, but because I need more things on my watch list that aren't children's animated television shows. The only adult TV shows on my list to watch eventually are Breaking Bad and the next season of The Boys. I did it, finally. That took a bit. Gamer! There's one more in Bianco Hills. It's in episode 6. Apparently. Last episode aired in 2015, ran for 7 seasons. Epic. You know, speaking of which, actually one of the reasons that most of the things I want to watch are kid shows is because, kid shows don't run very long. Star Wars Rebels is 4 seasons. DuckTales, 3 seasons. Gravity Falls, 2 seasons. As someone who already takes forever to watch shows of that length,
I need shorter shows.
That's one thing I really appreciate about moving to predominant streaming over network TV is not only are episode run times like not necessarily beholden to a specific time for advertising space, they also, seasons can be wacky lengths. Mandalorian is 8 episodes a season. Which DuckTales though? The new one. Old one ran a bit longer, I think. Or I might be overestimating that based on its impact. I don't know how long the original DuckTales ran. Eventually I'll definitely watch a couple episodes, but I really like the new DuckTales. They canceled it pretty recently. It hasn't finished airing, but we know season 3 will be the last. Which is a shame, but also
That means less show for me to watch. I can finish it faster.
And B, creators put out a statement saying, we knew 3 would probably be the last season, so we made sure not to leave any open ends, which is nice. Old one's really good. Getting good quality downloads of it is difficult. Old one had 4 seasons in a movie. That sounds right. All of which are on Disney Plus. I wonder what the quality is like on there. I would hope it's good. They are? Yeah. Darkwing Duck is as well. I wonder how many of the old Disney afternoon shows are on there. If Goof Troop is on there, I have to watch an episode or 2. This is a stupid idea. But yeah, some of the biggest themes of Mad Men is misogyny and adultery.
Epic.
By which he means the show is just misogynistic. Like, it's not a critique of misogyny, it's just women are bad. That's the show. You gotta remember, I pretty much watched OG DuckTales like a decade ago, so that was only based on DVD and VHS releases. Fair. Very fair. You can't spray it from here, it looks like. All right, I'm gonna look this one up. Bianco Hills Blue Coins. Bianco. Oh, these don't have pictures either. Episode 6. Climb up on top of the left spire of the largest building. From here, look toward the area where you wake up Petey Piranha in episode 5. You will see a blue coin in midair. Hover to reach it. Oh, that is decidedly not on top of the left spire. That is, look from the left spire. Which tells me I may have already gotten this and marked it as something else. Because I've been looking in the sky here a bunch and found nothing. I'll check again, but yeah, I wrote that wrong in the checklist. Did not read the whole thing. Some of them I very specifically was like, I don't want to read this whole thing. I don't want to spoil exactly where it is. I just want to get a vague idea. But as a result, spray those wheels, I think, but not from that angle. You can spray them. I sprayed this one. I got a couple coins. I imagine that one also just drops a couple coins. Look toward the area where you wake up Petey in episode 5, which is right here. You will see a blue coin in midair.
I don't. So that's frightening. That means I checked something off wrong, and I don't know what it is. I will now look through my checklist on stream that you can't see, and hope to God I can figure this out.
River. M graffiti. I guess I should look for anything that I could have misinterpreted as one of them in this area. Ledges by second PD fight. No, that's those 5 platforms up there, I think. Show us your bank returns.
Okay.
I see nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, and this is the largest building in town, so I couldn't have misinterpreted that. Wowee! I can't believe I screwed this up. I can totally believe it. I can totally believe it. This is only gonna get worse once we get to Noki Bay, where every single one of my descriptions was like, it's in an alcove, figure out the rest. So that'll be me looking up an actual guide and then individually checking every single spot just to see if I've gotten one there already. You know how it's gonna be. Okay, I guess I should look up a guide with photos. Already did all the graffitis, I can vouch for that. Okay, but here's the thing. This one doesn't list what episode they're in. How do you write a blue coin? It says they can be collected during episodes 1, 3, and 8, but it doesn't say which episodes I need to be in for each of them. Hold up. Let me check something else. Maybe the writing on the... Angry that alcove is pronounced that way instead of alcove. I mean, I think they're both right. Never heard many people say alcove out loud, so you know what? I might be saying it a weird way for an
American.
That's always possible. I love all the things that clearly expect you to use rocket to get to places, and I decide
No.
mid, air, blue coin. Yeah, I see nothing. Yeah, I see nothing. It is alcove. Will I change my ways? No. Absolutely not. This is alcove. I don't know why I say it that way. Phonetically, it absolutely does not look like it should be alcove. That's not what C-O-V-E would sound like, but... All of them can be found in Chapter 8. Really? Okay. There is one that, oh my god, there is, I checked one off wrong. One of them is listed as mini windmill. It's in a mini windmill. I took that as on top of a mini windmill, like one of these ledges, because there was one way up there. No, you do have to spray one of these. Now, which one is it? I have no idea. It could be this one. This will be fine. I have to figure out where this is. It is right in front of me, but you know what? Now I know what I'm looking for. So now I can resume an actual search. That's a no. That's a dog yelling outside. You probably heard that. Definitely alcove, not alcove. You're right. You're totally right. I am not protesting this. Stop having normal coins. If all of you have normal coins, what's supposed to make the one conspicuous enough that I... Oh my god, what's the dog doing? I'm gonna go let the dog in. Give me a second. Bailey, listen. Listen. I am broadcasting video game footage to the internet, and I can't do that with epic commentary if you are screaming outside. See you in a second. Where's the button? There's the button. Now bye.
Pain, 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 pain.
Hi, welcome back. Am I in frame properly? Yeah, we're good. My parents just got back. That's why, they were out and they just arrived. That's why the, dog was freaking out. There you go. Why was that one weird? Why is that the one where the thing was in the thing? The one. Yep. That. Words. Yep, that was definitely above the left spire of the building. You checked that off right, Cam. God. Suppose that makes sense. I'm shocked I didn't think to spray those immediately. But also, why was only... I'm shocked only one of those was in a windmill. That only one windmill held a blue coin, because... Honestly, if I knew this, I would have been spraying every single one, which I guess would have eventually led me to the one. But why is this one weird above all the others? Why does this one deserve to have a blue coin and the others don't? There's a couple of those in the game. Like, you know, one of these treetops has a blue coin in the top of it. What makes that one weird? You're kind of just supposed to extrapolate. Well, actually, that's one of the only ones that doesn't have a normal coin in its center. So you can extrapolate from that. Oh, I should spray all the treetops, but also, like, I don't know. I feel like there should be something indicating that that one might be a little weirder than the others. We got 10 left. We got 10 left. We were missing, was it 4 there or was it 6 there? I think it was 4. Let's go to Rico Harbor, where we are missing how many? 4. Epic. Very epic. All right, so first we're gonna go into episode 1, then we gotta go into 4 and 6. So there are 3 here. And then one each. I'm sorry, what? I missed, did I check an extra one as well? Oh no. Oh no, I only have 5 unchecked things here. This is gonna be a problem and a half. I have one that's not accounted for. I checked an extra one at some point. It's fine, it's fine. We'll figure that out as we go along. Actually, no, I need 4. Never mind. No, there's one that I didn't check that I should have. Oh, okay, well that's a lot easier to solve than an unaccounted for one. I can just check all of these, and if one of the spots is empty, then wahoo, we figured out the one I didn't do. M graffiti in the balconies. Balconies like up there? I thought I went up there and checked like everything I could. That's probably the empty one. The one that I've already gotten a coin from, but that'll be the first we check. 4 coins to get here. 4. Also, I had to reapply to work for
College newspaper.
and I
Got it.
very epic. I didn't know this was a thing, but congrats. Congrats on the lack of a status quo change. Any epic things that come with, like, it being another year or whatever? Did you have to reapply just because, like, I don't know, term was up, or were you going for a different position or something? I think there was an M graffiti up here somewhere that I already got, because there's clearly not one up here this time. Okay. I'm not going to check that off just yet, in case something's wrong there. But spray wall on dock. Spray wall. This is absolutely going to be like a random shine spot that shows up on a random wall. One of the worst sorts of blue coin spots in the game, and in some places, shine spots. Who wants to bet it's this wall right here? Pretty good bet, I'd say. So that's one. I don't have this one on my screen, but I know one that I should go for that I'm not shocked I didn't get, but one of the more, I don't know, iconic's not the word. One of the blue coins I remember most that I always got until I figured out how to skip the parkour. So if you'll remember, the first time I came through this, I didn't engage with the actual primary obstacle of this mission, which is you have to use these grates to climb around in order to eventually make your way over to where Gooper Blooper is. Now, I don't even remember the way to do that. But yeah, there's a blue coin on this path that you can't get in later missions that I just didn't get because I completely skipped this part. This is the first time I'm messing around on these particular grates, which is kind of funny. Not too bad, but you'll see. You see, it wanted us to get on the boat, to get onto the grates, to climb over here, to spray this propeller, to bring up that sub, and also give a blue coin from the sub. But that's designed to bring the sub up, so that you can then use it to get over here, take this platform to get up. All of that is very easily circumvented with some well-placed wall jumping and hovering right in this spot, so that you don't have to do any of that, which is all fun and clever and really cool for skipping a huge portion of the level, but did result in me missing that blue coin, which ultimately is one of the more obvious ones, because you get it by doing something that is technically required to get over there, or intended for you to do to get over there. So that's done. With that, we're done in episode 1. Assuming I was correct that I already got that M graffiti. I certainly didn't see another. Let's go into episode 4. 2 more coins here.
Spray wall.
Yeah, I don't know why that one was... That was literally just spray a random wall. See, the fun thing about now having to go back and use a guide for all of this is that the ones that I actively need a guide to get are naturally going to be the more obscure ones that are going to just make me say, why is that there? There was no other smarter place you could have put that? Water heater. You don't have to respond to my criticisms. You didn't make this game. You didn't make this game. Did my water heater hide these blue coins? That would explain a lot. Blooper in cage near episode 3 shine. Episode 3 shine was way up there. I gotta do my funny platforming. I have to redo mission 2 to get, no, redo mission 3 to get this blue coin, essentially. Which is a pattern. Is it one I'm super okay with? I don't know, it varies. But again, it's not unheard of for there to be a blue coin hidden in spots that the objectives themselves don't tell you to go back to. That said, this one is literally just do the mission again. I gotta go into that cage and everything. That's where the shine was. Now there is just a blooper. Oh, that might not have been good. Nah, we got that. Yeah, this coin is do mission 3, but in mission 4 instead. That was not the jump I wanted. That came very close to fucking me over. I wanted this side jump. So I could get up here and then do a wacky and then get down here where there used to be a shine, but now there's a normal blooper. I'm gonna kill it. It's gonna die. I'm gonna get a coin. And we're gonna leave. Very, very similar energy to that one pokey that was just vibing up where Petey used to be. The Whip Nene guy killed his cousin. As much as that sounds like an insane to me funny, it is not. He has been arrested. Oh. Do not know the name of the Whip Nene guy. Spray basket of fish. Now, why is this specific to this mission? Where is a basket of fish? Here's a basket of fish. There's a couple baskets of fish. None of these seem to be spawning anything. There may be baskets up here? No. Is there a different basket elsewhere, or am I spraying these incorrectly? Are there ones hidden in here? No, of course not. Okay, well, I'm kind of relieved I don't see anything there because, those aren't conspicuous. Those don't scream spray me to me necessarily. However, this says spray basket of fish. And those were the baskets of fish and I sprayed them and nothing happened. Maybe there's gonna be one, like, up here. Come on, video game. Please bear with me. Yeah. Here's some fish. All of which are identical to the other. Really? You don't even come over here in this mission. They might be in later missions. Might still be there in later missions, but yeah, in this mission you just go to the bloopers and you vibe around in the water. I had no reason to come over here. And those those fish baskets did not appear any different than the other fish baskets, nor did those fish baskets at the start yield normal coins. Oftentimes the way they telegraph that you're supposed to spray a thing for a blue coin is, well, the rest of them all spray normal coins, so you'll be spraying all of them anyway. Those didn't give coins. That was just a random fish basket. We're done with Rico Harbor, apparently. Do not turn that into code text. That's not what I intended to do. Noki Bay! This will be the pain. All right. Bianco Hills, 30. Rico Harbor, 30. Noki Bay, 27. I'm shocked we came that close. I think they're all in episode 1. Yeah, I'm afeared. I'm afeared. And where are we in Pianta Village? Also 27. So we got 6 more total. Let's go to Noki Bay and cry at least one time. Well, at least here we presumably won't have to revisit the place. We can get them all here. Where the water's all gross and you don't want to go in it. All right, one of them is spray corner of cliff. One of them is spray secret alcove, which will mean it's in like the same spot as all the other billions of blue coins that I couldn't keep track of. And then one of them is get to the top of the seashell spire, which I think is this thing I'm on now. And then do some stuff up there. So I guess that'll be my first goal, is because that's, you know, different. We're not gonna make it over there. What made you think you could make it over there? Okay, that might technically be accessible in episode 1, but that's a place that you go much later. There's a tightrope that leads into nowhere, though, it looks like. Perhaps I should make it to the top there and then reassess. Episode 1 probably isn't the most convenient spot to grab these in. Again, episode 1, for it to say that these are in episode 1 just means that's the first spot they appear. And that they might not show up in later spots, but oftentimes they do. Alright, I guess we gotta make it back up to the top. It was bad.
That's all pop time. That's all pop time.
Yeah, I'm not stoked about these 3. I feel like these are gonna be a doozy. In isolation, I am fine with how the blue coins are hidden here. It's just that the complete lack of a tracker means that the lack of a tracker combined with how similarly they're all hidden makes it a little hard to retrace your steps and be sure of where you've been already. So to go looking for one means redoing all the others. Unless you took real careful notes.
I didn't.
Oh, you can climb up this. I forgot about this. Actually, did I even climb up this? This is taking a second and a half. We up? Oh, I see one! You see it? Okay, we gotta make it to the seashell one where that secret level was. And then hop off of there, I think. In isolation, it's fine. What about before COVID? Ha 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 ha! Mario's dying.
This isn't going well.
I need more life. I need more life. I need more life. Or I need to just do a different mission to get up there. That'd be fine as well. If I die here, I might come back in a later mission. The shell quote, yeah. Come on. Mario, side jump. Thank you. Imagine playing this game with any level of precision. Now I gotta walk up this again. But this time, the camera won't cooperate. Last time, the whole world was against him. This time, it's just the camera. This summer. God saves the cam from the cam. This isn't even gonna work. I didn't go far enough. I'm gonna die in the water. I didn't take any damage. I took damage that time. The game is unhappy that I took damage that time. This sure doesn't seem like the way that I'm supposed to get up to this spot. This sure is pretty clearly a place you're supposed to go much, much later. Don't worry, guys, you should get this one in episode 1. That's what we recommend. I like these two spots just pointing directly at each other. Nope, no tightrope here. Never gonna happen. Well, now I've made it about as high as I can, and I still can't make it to that alcove up there. But you see it. So you want me to rocket into that? Okay, hold up. Well, I'm already up here, so I can get back here if I come back to this cliff. What's the thing I'm spraying? This. Or I'm not. Or this will never cooperate. Under any circumstances. Okay, that sure seems like a bad. See, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go to the secret of the seashell or whatever the thing is, and I'm gonna get to the seashell building the way it's intended, and that's not gonna be there anymore. But we're leaving for now. And just hoping to God that the other spawned coins also appear in said mission. See, I told you this would be painful. The shell's secret. You didn't let me get a look at that alcove. Still can't get a look at it. Yeah, there's a Noki. Hello, fella. Friend and pal and gamer as well. The Nokis have a very rich gaming subculture. Somehow they managed to do it without rampant misogyny. I don't know how it's possible. But they did it. Okay, it's still up there. Owie. Let me, nope. See, what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna try and jump on top of this, and instead I'm gonna fall into the hole and go to the mission I don't want to be in. Nah, this is fine. Cool, okay. I totally expected to just fall, but we're good. Spray secret alcove near top water wheel, standing on thin ledge. Near top water wheel. Okay. This will be fun. I assume these two things are the water wheels. There's nothing else that would qualify as a water wheel here. Not that I see. And it does have little alcoves next to it. We are in for some fun now. Oh, yeah, when you're jumping out of the dive, you can no longer hover the way you once did. Do it again. Do it again! Okay, that's one water wheel, the other's right here. Or the other's up above. Presumably it's not that alcove down there at once. Alright. Standing on thin ledge, it said. So this thing right here, I assume? There it is. I see. Very epic. Wow, I managed to actually check all the things off right, I think. Oh, and the other one's right here. Wow. That was actually far less confusing than Bianco Hills. I was dreading this one. But that happened really swiftly. Once I got up the seashell. All right, we've only got one more place to go. Pianta Village it is. So first we need a rocket nozzle. As is typical. It'd be disingenuous to say I got all of that before this stream, the ones I got on my own. Like, of course I'm gonna have recollection of the guide that I read beforehand, and of course I'm gonna have this out of the corner of my eye, like reminding me of things. That said, I usually didn't go out of my way to like clear a place of its blue coins before anything else. So that said, I am impressed that I managed to get all but 16 before this stream. I really expected like a third of the blue coins would be left over by the end, and this would be a super long stream. No, instead I'm spending much longer than I should on 16. an amount that isn't even equivalent to 2 shines. All right. Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm not gonna say this one until I have it. It makes sense considering a thing that you do later. So this kind of expects you to do a thing based on knowledge that is required for a different thing later on, but you'll see. Given the direction I'm going, I've kind of already given it away, but it's fine. I remember being able to get up here without rocket, shockingly. Don't go in the fucking tree again. You remember what happened last time we played with fire. Which is why I'm doing it again, because it's the only way I got up here the first time I did it. You can see the goal here. The results are a different story. Is there a rocket nozzle here? I certainly don't think there is. Make another attempt. Do it again. Just play better. This is fair. That's not true. That's unfair. That's rude. I'm gonna cry. It did take a while to get up here the first time too. And I did it during the night where, first time I came up here, I did do it during the night where there was not, in fact, a shine waiting for me. Mario, Mario! Sometimes he doesn't decide to land on the platform I expect him to land on. Which is fair. This is not an intended method of play. Not the way it wants you to get up here. Get this in particular, it probably expects you to have, like... Probably expects you to use... A rocket might appear during the night in a later mission. But I did it. During the night, this just... That wood that's typically yellow just looks the same color as the leaves. Anyway, you remember that sun shine? Ah! Okay, maybe I need to be angled differently. You see what's going on here. Or this is lying to me. Spray toward the moon from highest platform. This is, in fact, the highest platform. Sorry, what do you want from me? Is this something completely different? And this was just like the first step in something else? Or did they lie about this being episode 1? That should work. Okay, so I'm not doing it wrong. Angle incorrect, maybe? Just a tad. Huh. Well, I'm about to be out of water, which is really, really cool. In the very center, that's what I just tried. I'm gonna use up all my water just getting up to this. Final spray. All right, video game. I see. I see. Apparently there's another out on one of these leaves. Oh no, ledge to the right. Oh, what ledge? I don't see a ledge. Should be a blue coin doing that. Yeah, if you somehow missed it, what I was attempting to do is spray the moon. You may recall that in one mission, if you sprayed, or during the day, if you sprayed the sun from that spot, you'd get a secret shine. The same principle applied here, however, that's
not what happened.
I need water. Let me get water real quick. Then I think I'm gonna go searching for something else. Maybe ensure later that this is in fact the correct thing. I'm spraying on the moon, Dr. Eggman joke. Hoo hoo hee hee ha 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 ha! I get it. Thank you for that. I appreciate your sense of humor, Donnie. Yeah, I think this is the one the other, my other note is talking about. It says something about climbing a mushroom-studded tree. Which describes both the one in the center and this one. Hey! Describes this one. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Got it. It's a different highest platform? Excuse me? Like, highest platform in the village, then? I guess not the tree? I'm gonna go in the center of this and then do it. If that's the case, that's annoying. Because that means it's not playing off of what you did for the secret shine. That's just a thing you're supposed to somehow know? I guess? Ooh, where is the moon? It's up that way. I will check another place. This is a search, right? Knowing exactly what I have to do, but not knowing where to do it from. See, nowhere I stand seems to actually, like, hit the moon or be angled properly. I love seeing. I've got 2 coins left, naturally. Alright. One specific spot that is, standing out to me. We're gonna try this gold mushroom right here. Use up all my water before I get there. Naturally. Yep. Video games. Yeah, that's a little odd. Not in love with that one. I was okay with what I thought it was because that was playing off of knowledge that you could potentially have. It's like, oh, I sprayed on the sun to get that. What'll I get if I spray on the moon from the same spot? Nothing. You go to a random mushroom. Okay. Episode 2. Which is the last one. That's the last blue coin. I hadn't even... That didn't register in my brain. Do you want to see what this one is? You want to see what this one is? I completely forgot about it whenever I came through here. Why? Is there a reason? Is there a reason? I don't think any other sign has demanded that of me. Yeah, so many of them are just weird little one-off things like that that would make sense if it was like a repeating pattern, like, oh, I'm supposed to spray every sign I see because there's a chance of a blue coin. No, one sign in the game that you have to spray for a blue coin. Just a random sign you can read is the final blue coin we get. What a note. What a note to end on there. All right, let me strike through good old Pianta Village. With that, I have striked through every blue coin on the checklist, and I can hit the X button. That's gone. I can also close Chrome. I don't need an actual guide anymore. All right, 95 shines and 240 blue coins. I can finally show you the interior of that building that you might not have known that you could enter, depending on who you are. Haven't been in there once. I intended to at least show it so that we got a concrete idea of why we were collecting these. The boathouse over at where Rico Harbor is entered does have an entrance. You can walk in here. You can see my little friend the raccoon. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I suppose you're here for that. Yes, very good. That means I will require 10 blue coins from you. I can exchange those for shine sprites. I'll give you 24, yes? Would you like to? Watch that counter. Really? You truly mean it, yes? No refunds. I'm so glad it adds all of them at once. Save and continue. 95 shines, too. 119, just like that. Hey, fellas. We got one more shine. We got one more shine. Would you perhaps like to go to Corona Mountain? I sure would. Oh, hey, we did it. You can get there via rocket nozzle, also. Yeah, where? Was it a spot in, Pianta Village? All the indoors in Delfino are actually just up really high. Really? And you can clip into them. So you can rocket nozzle into the boathouse. That's what you... Video game! I mean, if it's not hurting anyone and it's not detectable in normal gameplay, that's not a flaw. But holy shit. I adore that. I'm learning so many things during this playthrough. All right. 119 of the 120 shines. I've never been so happy to see a 0 in my HUD. Look at that, 0 blue coins. Look how satisfying that is. Look how satisfying that is. I'm never doing that again. That's probably a lie. Someday I'll probably 100% this again for my own enjoyment. Enjoyment! Would you like to go back into Corona Mountain and do the stage that I've already done in full, essentially? This is just a formality at this point. We've really beat the game. The only thing I haven't done is the final boss. Everything leading up to this, like, this is easier than the first time I came here. God, Peach has been waiting for so long. I feel so bad. And this mission is a lot easier whenever you're not going for blue coins. I'll say that much. Not that I've gotten to the blue coin section just yet. I still have all the time in the world to eat my words. Fully possible. But I think we'll be good. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect you to have a family history of going through Corona Mountain.
Thank you. New Vegas, New Vegas, New Vegas, New Vegas, New Vegas.
Oh, don't go into that one. Yeah, as long as you're slow with the boat, it's mostly fine. It's whenever you have to be really precise. Which even then is just take it slower. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Could you tell I thought of that beforehand? Before saying the actual commentary, I thought of the joke. And I tried to lead the commentary into being able to make the New Vegas joke, so I didn't just say out of nowhere,
Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
I like Corona Mountain as the last level. It is very short. It is shockingly short. Which is strange, because all the normal stages in this game, compared to Mario 64, are extremely scaled up. They've got way more shines. There's only 7 compared to 15 because they're so much bigger. And then the final stage is like shorter than a Mario 64 Bowser level.
The water's great, hey, Junior?
Sure is, Papa. Come on in, Mama Peach. I think not. Mario! You again? Don't you ever give up?
Mario! How dare you disturb my family?
God, he's so big. I forgot how big he was. I knew he was big, but actually seeing it. Wow, it just throws you right in, doesn't it? Hi, Bowser. Hello. That's like it. That's the thing. That's the thing. Just do that 4 more times. Also, partly earlier, when I said, oh no, why is the rocket jump only required 1 time? I figured that'd be used again. And you said, well, at minimum, it's 5 times. Yeah, I forgot about this when you said that. I was just like, okay, I'll find that out later. No, it's pretty obvious. You again. Oh, that's no good. It might actually be faster to just, I think it is faster to just jump into Bowser's flame and take the hit, because then he immediately stops. He stops doing it. You can just brute force your way. You know, I was planning on side jumping over that. If I was truly okay, maybe bad decision now. Maybe I shouldn't have said words. Oh, only 1 more. Also, granted, somehow I just forgot. Oh yeah, I have a rocket in those spots. I was like, oh, I gotta walk back. I gotta. Wow, that final boss is. I remember being shocked at how short it was. And how easy it was, but wow. Wow. That endgame took all of 5 minutes? Mario, you good? Oh! Oh, I never knew about the game over in the bottom left corner.
Mario, look.
The shine that was already there is there now. Oh, I get it. That's the shine gate. That's where all the shine sprites go, and it's the last one.
Junior, I've got something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know she's not really my mama. Someday, when I'm bigger, I wanna fight that Mario again.
That's right, boy. Well put, son. The Royal Koopa line is as strong as ever. But for now, let's just rest a while.
I like that track too. What an ending. He's fixed. Oh my god.
The vacation starts now.
Damn, Flood survived. I was gonna make a joke about how Mario was gonna, like, avenge Flood.
I'll make it anyway. Mario when he has to avenge Flood. I think my lizard brain has related that track with a PB. That's fair. So it's the happy you did good music that you rarely hear. Understandable. Shouldn't have gone to watch Bob Berg. How was the final shit? It took 1 minute. Corona Mountain took 4. If I didn't already know the endgame was so short, that would probably honestly be one of my chief complaints, is that, like, once you actually go for it, the end takes 5 minutes. It's just strange to me that in the Mario game with the in the 3D sandbox Mario game with the most blown up levels out of them all, like, this only has 7 proper stages. It's strange that the end is so quick, because everything else is so drawn out. Not in a bad way, it's just so drawn out. What is that noise? Yeah, it's stupid. And it was so easy. That's like, oh, it's the thing. Oh, that does not look like they blew it up for the re-release. That looks like a GameCube screen. You've collected all the shine sprites. Do you want to save? No, we're not done. We're not done. You know why we're not done. You might not know why we're not done. Oh, this little icon. It's neat. That's all you get for 100%. I'm not gonna complain about that. Oh, do you get a unique, or, no, that was already the thing, I think. I think that was already the cutscene for when you've unlocked Corona Mountain. You know what the fuck is going on. You know where we're going. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about the 100% reward because, like, again, I went through this at the start. I don't 100% games expecting big things for my effort. I mean, the photo wasn't that neat, honestly. That's not super high ranking in the special photos you get for 100%ing Mario games, but yeah, I didn't expect anything in the first place. Hello, friend. Sunshades alone just won't cut it for you. Nope. You also need one of my custom tropical shirts. Here you go. My oh my. I haven't seen anyone look that good in my gear in ages. Come see me again when you want to return them, okay? Hell yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's a reward for beating Bowser. That's not 120, but we specifically did not do Bowser until we got 120. So very epic. If you have 120, haven't you already been there? What were you thinking? If you change the language, it changes the title screen. Change between UK English, UK or US English. It has different title screens because Europe and US had different title screens. Like. The main difference, did the logo look different? Why am I stuttering during that? The logo looked a little different, if I'm correct. And I think in the original version, the press start was in a different place. Like, it's at the bottom in all regions except the US, where it's press on the left side of the logo and start on the right side of the logo. That's not the case in this one. It's just press A at the bottom, like in all the other versions. Anyway, I really like this look. You can play the whole game like this, which is neat, but really, really minor complaint that I made every time I put the sunglasses on. I wish it was just cosmetic or like a filter you could turn on and off. I don't need the game to be as dark as Mario's sight. I don't. I kind of want to just have Mario look cool. Of course, this gear shows up again in Odyssey, so I technically got my wish eventually. I would have beat Bowser fucking as soon as I could have to unlock this gear and do the post game in it. You kidding? You kidding? Have I missed anything in chat? In Coda 1, for example, despite the metric fuck ton of content, Malik still feels like the final boss because he's so hard. Yeah. Yeah. It's possible to wear it as the Corona Mountain, or does the boy have to be there? Oh, you mean in the stage itself? I assume it carries over into everywhere. I suppose I can check. I don't need the rocket, but I'll grab it anyway. I'm gonna check anyway because I'm just gotta talk to the boy in every state. Oh, so this will come off whenever. Oh no, I'm gonna go look at it anyway. That's solely so they didn't have to render the cutscenes with Mario wearing this. Going in there anyway. I suppose I should reflect on the game now because I beat it. Which happened so quickly. Like, it doesn't feel like it's over. That last blue coin was like nothing, but like I wasn't gonna get an epic climactic final blue coin. That wasn't gonna happen. But then the actual climax was all of 5 minutes. Even the cutscenes are pretty short, which like, that's fine. I don't expect them to be extra long. The credits were also shockingly short. I felt like I was, like, normally I would, during the credits, I would sit and do my reflection, but it was over before I even had the thought to. Which is odd. I don't know. I imagine a lot of that is probably that the game was rushed. But also, you know, that doesn't have to be the explanation for anything. Maybe the final boss was just short and was always intended. Maybe that's exactly how they wanted it to be. But that really felt like the first phase of a fight. It also, like, another thing is just that the final boss being funny, epic Bowser fight really didn't land as this epic thing. Because that's the first time you see Bowser, and then he has like 6 lines of dialogue the cutscene before it lasts 20 seconds. You beat him in 5 rocket jumps, and then this game was meant to have, like, double the content. Yeah, that's not shocked. Like 240 shines or double the worlds. I imagine they probably bloated the shine count in each level once they realized they couldn't make all the worlds they wanted or something like that. Cause I remember being shocked that or maybe this was just gonna have way more shines. I mean, they didn't have to stick to 120. But yeah, I was shocked that this only had 7. Like, I've known that growing up, that this doesn't have that many levels compared to 64. But yeah, I do feel like it could have stood to have some why are you lagging? Why are you lagging? It could have done to have more worlds, because not that the worlds that exist are bad or that I feel unsatisfied or anything. I love this game, but I do feel like if they were specifically like gonna go for 120, that would kind of explain some of the weird extra shines that aren't very good. Like the one where you just spray a sand wall in Gelato Beach. Like, I could totally see that just being like added as an extra thing to bloat the shine count. Debs causes lag, by the way. See clip I posted. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. That's so bizarre. It feels like it's specifically happening on the rooftops, though. Eugene Debs is president of Delfino Island. Very epic. Delfino Island based, actually. Fucking hate 40% of this game, but it's great and I love it. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that this would become a new favorite of mine by the end, because it always felt like it had the potential to. I was kind of hoping I'd find maybe some morbid love, or just some legitimate love in the parts that people always complain about. Find some diamonds in the rough or whatever, but yeah, all the things that are frustrating are frustrating. All the things people complain about are 100% worth complaining about. Fucking love this game, but I also just don't blue coins. Yeah, no, that's fair. I do think a lot of it is specifically 100%ing it is painful. Like, there's stuff in the main game that's kind of annoying. Like, you still have to fight Gooper Blooper 3 times. You don't have to, but you fight Gooper Blooper 3 times. You fight the gatekeepers 6 times. There's weird repetition. But yeah, a lot of the frustrating stuff was specifically in the bonus shines that you, again, don't have to nor are incentivized to get. The criticism still stands that that progression in this game shouldn't be based on Shadow Mario defeats. It should be based on how many shines you have, because otherwise you have no incentive to go for the extra stuff beyond just the sake of going for it. But that said, the fact that that is all optional and in fact disincentivized in a way means that all the frustrating stuff is like in a corner. It's just off to the side. You don't have to do it. If you don't want to engage with it, you absolutely do not need to in any way, shape, or form. Nintendo, give Mario a minigun. Bonus, it talks.
You only have to fight him 2 times.
There's this ROM hack called Super Mario Sunburn that adds/changes a few things. Ooh. Guess we could theorize what other worlds would be. Every world's a vacation-themed trope or one of the species' ethno-state. I hate that terminology, but you're not incorrect. You change the Corona requirements. Ooh, very neat. What's the 6th gatekeeper? I just said 6. I don't know if that's correct. Airstrip, statue, harbor, beach, Bianco Hill, episode 1. That's probably it. That's probably it. I haven't played it, but I've heard it's good. That does sound neat. That does sound like something I'd be willing to check out. My next playthrough of this game will probably just be a straight go for Go for all the Shadow Marios. Mainly quality of life stuff. Mainly addition. What was I gonna say? But the main content's still there.
What stuff does it add?
Yeah, I'm curious. I'll probably look into this later. But yeah, ultimately, good game that I do wish they had more time on. Because a lot of this stuff I feel like might have been different if they had more time. Like, who knows? Maybe a ton of the bullshit, like, blue coin locations are because they just, like, threw a billion blue coins in there because they didn't have enough worlds to fill their intended shine count. Like, maybe there would have been fewer blue coins, or maybe there would have been just as many but spread out across different places, so you wouldn't have stuff like spray a random sign in Pianta Village, spray the moon from this one platform. Perhaps they would have implemented a tracker. Perhaps I'm just attributing all the things I would change about this game to, oh, they totally intended it, they just didn't have the time. A lot of it's probably not true. Like, games can have flawed direction. Games can have flawed intention. 3 new stages. Ooh. 3 shines in all. Like this kind of thing. This kind of thing. Like shines where you just spray random spots in the sand. There was the shine here. There was the secret shine in Gelato Beach where you sprayed the wall. There were like 4 blue coins where you just spray the sand in Gelato Beach. Like, video games, you could put those in better places, I think. I would hope. And that's the kind of thing that, you know what? I wouldn't even complain about the super obscure spots if there was like maybe some sort of a hot or cold tracker, like the emeralds, like the Master Emerald pieces in Sonic Adventure 2. That would completely change how you look for blue coins. I don't know that it would be a bad change. However, that would make some of them extremely, extremely easy. It would cheapen the thing in some way, in some ways. That kind of thing would only really work if they specifically built it with that in mind, but you know, that kind of thing to get really really obscure collectibles in a Mario game would make some sense. I wonder if they've ever given that any sort of thought. Daboo radar, yeah? Kind of. Also, is it Debs? Let me make sure. Am I still getting lag up here when there's no Debs? No. It's Debs. Thanks, video game. Thanks, video game. Could reflect on the port. Why is there lag where there wasn't lag? They fixed most of the problems with this. But the fact still remains, oh, this is just an emulation that per capita was $20. We get back, why are the toads still worried about Peach, but the pinatas act like the sprites are back? You know, I haven't spoken to any of them. Is that true? Is that the case? This place is all tidy. Everything's so bright and clean. Do they have special dialogue tied to how many shines you got? Boats sure are convenient, huh? Yeah. Here they are, especially for Yoshis. Could this be the end of the game? I hope something else happens. I'm not getting you fruit. I knew you would say that. Could technically grind lives off of those games. Off of getting the fruit. Hi. Yeah, I jumped on you. Cry about it. Floodwaters went away so fast. Are the fish okay? Oh yeah, they do talk about the flood not being a thing anymore. Interesting. They do have in-game dialogue. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that at all. But the toads are still worried? Let me go check the Peanut Park cannon. Fish with no eyes. There's no one at the Peanut Park cannon. I was lying. Don't go out to that island, are you sure? All right then, hop in and cover your shush. Shush. I just shushed this random stranger. I need one toad. Where are the fish then? Toads. Why the fuck? Yeah, I think they might have disappeared. There's usually one here by Gelato Beach, by the lighthouse. Do they disappear in the end game? You know, I would expect, like, Peach and Toadsworth and the toads to be around the statue. With dialogue about, them finally being able to enjoy their vacation. Whoa, that water receded in a flash! You say that flood cleaned up the whole town? Really? Are you absolutely sure about that? You imprisoned me. You jailed me. Debs is causing lag again. Jail Debs. Any other thoughts on this game? I suppose there's not a lot to say that hasn't already been said. Yeah, this was honestly just a journey of discovery in which all of the discoveries I made were, yup, they were right. Hot take. Super Mario Sunshine is fun but flawed. Did you know? Did you know? Hot take. The lily pad mission sucks. Hot take. The end of this game happens too quickly. Hot take. The blue coins kinda suck sometimes. Hot take. The blue coins needed a tracker of some sort. Do I have anything that would actually count as a hot take here? I like this game. I can see why people would not like this game. It is a game that I did, in fact, have to use a guide to 100%. On not just one, but several occasions, not least being a pre-written blue coin checklist. The fact that you have to write out that sort of thing to properly enjoy 100%ing it, yeah, that's a flaw in and of itself. That is a flaw. The fact that I had to look up several of the secret shines. You spray at the sun. Okay. Oh, you spray at the wall. Oh, you chase a gold bird. Oh, you chase a different gold bird? Like, I don't know. Shocker. Those things aren't very good things. Those things aren't game ruining whenever you know about them in advance, or you swallow your pride and look them up. But I'm not the kind who likes to swallow his pride and look things up in video games. If it's a thing that you can't feasibly figure out using the information that the game grants you, it's kind of a bad puzzle. Kind of not great. That said, eventually I did look them up. They didn't stop me in my tracks too long. And everything else was fun. I really like Flood. I really like the freedom of movement that you have in this game compared to, like, Mario 64. In terms of, like, my actual enjoyment while playing it, yeah, I think I like playing this more than 64. Ultimately, I was kind of hoping I'd come out with the hot take of Super Mario Sunshine is actually better than 64. It's not better than 64. I don't think it's better than 64. Of course, that's a subjective thing, but it's not better than 64. It's funner to play than 64, though. Granted, I just don't like 64's controls that much. Your mileage may vary on whether it has amazing controls or whether it controls strangely, and it's aged poorly in that regard. But I will say that 3D Mario platforming didn't really find its footing without the ability to do a corrective jump until 3D Land and 3D World. And for that reason, Super Mario 64 being the only of the first 4 3D Marios to not have a corrective jump 64 is very rough to play in some spots because of that, because the precise platforming can be really annoying because you can't correct your jump in any meaningful way. Sunshine's Flood is a perfect solution to that, while also like changing how you platform. You can skip so much in this, and that's not a thing that you can skip so much in this using the game's actual mechanics as opposed to glitching in any way. And I think that's great. I adore that. Odyssey captured that pretty well, I think. Galaxy has that in some spots with the spin. 64 rarely has that. But this has so much freedom of movement, and it's really great. It's really great. One thing this playthrough has given me is, yeah, I see why people want a Sunshine HD, because A, it's got a bunch of flaws that could be smoothed over in a remaster. B, it's just like, it controls real nice. I really like Flood in the way that it's implemented. And it doesn't sacrifice like real platforming challenge, because the secret levels are all over the place. There's like traditional platforming left and right. 1 to 2 of those secret stages without Flood in every level. And they're great. For a lot of people, they're the best part of the game. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I can also see why people would want a Sunshine 2 or something in the vein of Sunshine, because like a fully realized game that learns from the mistakes of Sunshine, while also bringing Flood back and maybe capturing the same kind of aesthetic, that'd be great. That would be great. Follow the same format, because this is like, because you know, we never really got a true sandbox, like the through line from this to Odyssey makes more sense than the through line from this to Galaxy, because even though Galaxy follows the same 120 power star format, it's mostly linear levels. It's the opposite of Sunshine in many ways. This one like expanded level. It has fewer but larger levels compared to 64, whereas Galaxy has way more levels but with fewer objectives, and they're mostly just linear paths. Sunshine 2 has validity. There are like a bunch of islands in the opening video that could be in a sequel, and just like, it's very unique in its world in a way that Mario hasn't been in a long time. The Piantas are really charming. All of the Delfino-specific variants of traditional Mario enemies are really, really cool. Like, this is a world absolutely worth revisiting. A lot of times when people clamor for sequels to older things instead of just like wishing for the series to move forward, I kind of just groan. But like, yeah, Sunshine 2 has validity. Absolutely. And the fact that like, its story's stupid. No one says it isn't, but it is different up to a point from Peach get kidnapped to go save her. Like, its story's more unique than Odyssey's. Odyssey is just the same thing, but oh no, now Bowser's gonna force Peach to marry him. There's a wedding involved. Samey repeats of enemies is boring. Changing the designs to be weird is great. Yeah, absolutely. You can tell this was made in the same era as like Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. Now, what does Sunshine 2 ever happen? I don't know. Kind of doubt it. I don't know if we see any signs of this changing, but the Mario brand has been a little bit sterile lately. Like, we all know what happened to Paper Mario and how they can't use funny, unique versions of enemies anymore. Odyssey's story is literally the first 15 minutes of Super Paper Mario. It is. It is in fact that. But yeah, similarly to what I want out of Sonic, I really want them to just go weird places with stories, just be absurd instead of following the same formula over and over. Sonic did that to a point with Forces, but we're not going on a Sonic tangent. But Mario, for the longest time, has always just been Peach get kidnapped. Peach still gets kidnapped in this game. And I honestly feel like the story might have been a little bit better if Peach didn't get kidnapped, if it was purely like a, we will frame Mario for crime, and Mario has to clear his name. So Mario's fighting for himself for a change. Like, I like that idea. I like that idea. If you just remove the Peach getting kidnapped from the story. I mean, also the damsel in distress trope is just tired, and people forgive Mario for it just because that's what it's always done. And like, yeah, I'm not gonna say this game is bad because Peach get kidnapped in it about any Mario game, but that formula is not above criticism just because it's Mario. It's still, woman get kidnapped, go save woman. Did I miss anything else? Let me make sure. No, I don't think so. I wish Mario games went back to 64DS where you could play as more people than Mario and they had significant differences other than jump high and slide. Yeah, the differences in 64DS are a little more significant than 3D World. You know, on the topic of different concepts for Mario stories, I'm wondering if Bowser... Do you think Peach just gets kidnapped in Bowser's Fury in the Mario 3D World remake? Everyone's curious what's actually going on in Bowser's Fury because, you know, it's clearly not... It's more in the style of Odyssey, it looks like, than in the style of 3D World. It looks like a big Odyssey kingdom. And it seems single player. You just play as Mario in this 4-player linear Mario platformer. It looks like weird Odyssey DLC. And then also you have massive Godzilla Bowser. I'm just curious if there's anything wacky going on with the story. Oh, also Bowser Jr. seems to be helping Mario in that. Bowser's Fury, everyone dies except me because I'm based. Thomas survives in the Mario universe. Bowser kills everyone else. Yeah, I'm very, like, weird thing to be saying about a Mario game, but, you know, given that we're on the subject, Bowser's Fury story has me a little bit curious. I mean, its format also has me curious, of course. I'm excited to play it, but, its story specifically has me curious because I haven't seen nary a Peach. Nary a Peach has appeared in the trailers, as far as I'm aware. And Peach wasn't even kidnapped in 3D World in the first place, so it'd be a little weird if the epilogue to the game was, oh, Peach gets kidnapped. But Bowser Jr. seems to be helping Mario, and Bowser's, like, wackier, angrier than usual, so my guess is, did Bowser get, like, so fucking out of control that, that Bowser Jr. is, that Bowser Jr. is like, hey, can you get my dad under control? Nay, Peach. Nay, Peach. Playing the shit out of that when it comes out. Right, but, yeah. Oh, wait, did I say a thing? Were you gonna say a thing that I said? Junior helping Mario is based as hell a story point for a fucking Mario game. Yeah, no. I'm very curious about that. Trailer presented it a little interestingly as well. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, wait, is Bowser Jr. just a constant obstacle that you have to run from? Like, is this a really long linear level where you have to run from Bowser Jr. constantly attacking you? No, Bowser Jr. is helping you. Bowser Jr. is an ally in that. Which is very interesting. Also, Bowser Jr. wasn't in 3D World in the first place. I will say, it seems very weird for this to be tacked onto a 3D World, port. It's like they're testing the waters for something else in the future. Oh yeah, and Junior's using the magic paintbrush. That's something. I forgot about that. Yeah, like, that follows up on Sunshine in a way. Junior uses the magic paintbrush as, like, his thing. He's an ally. I didn't see that trailer. Yeah. He's, like, using the paintbrush to make power-ups and stuff show up. And kill enemies, which is neat. I haven't played 3D World. 3D World is very good. 3D World is very good. You should play 3D World. I always wanted to stream it with, I think I've said this before, I always wanted to stream it with a full roster of 4 people. Probably not the most feasible thing in the world, but if nothing else, I will stream it with Cade at some point down the road. 3D World was a brilliant game even without an expansion. So, like, 3D World plus Bowser's Fury has got to be, like,
Epic. The epic Mario.
but yeah, so many fucking hours of play, yeah. Yeah, Bowser's Fury far more resembles Odyssey than it does 3D World, so it feels like a strange thing to tack onto a 3D World port. So I am wondering if it's like either testing the waters for a future game or just like a little taste of what's to come. Meanwhile, Odyssey never got DLC, which was kind of shocking to me. Given the model of DLC for a lot of other games, I was, to be honest, kind of hoping for / expecting a like just an extra kingdom to play around in that's different in some ways, which in a way seems to be Bowser's Fury, but not in the way that I expected. 3D World like tried to end 3 to 4 times before it actually did. It did, yeah. There are several worlds in 3D World. There's like 3 bonus worlds on top of after you beat Bowser, yeah. Odyssey never getting any kind of extra content was kind of sad. Yeah, at the minimum, I was kind of expecting a Luigi expansion. Not really an expansion, but just the ability to play as Luigi with Luigi physics. Granted, the way that Odyssey like moves and controls, that wouldn't actually change all that much compared to something like 3D World. Just because your movement is based around the hat and you spend so much time in the air instead of like casually running and jumping the way you would in other games, but it would still be a difference, and I am kind of shocked that Luigi never was playable. That said, yeah, the only expansion for Odyssey was Luigi's Balloon World, which isn't a bad mini game, but it's just an extra mini game with like online connectivity. Yeah, Thomas was saying he wishes we got more characters that had more significant play differences. Yeah, in a game like 3D World, Mario and Luigi feel very, very different. Because the core gameplay of 3D World is just linear platforming without like it's very stripped away compared to other 3D Marios. So, you know, the individual minute differences like, oh, he slides, he jumps higher, things like that. They shine a lot more because everyone has pretty much exactly the same kind of control. In Odyssey, you throw a bunch of extra moves onto that to the point where if you had Luigi, you might expect him to have different abilities because like with how versatile Mario's moveset is in Odyssey, just changing his traction and his jump height actually wouldn't change the feel of the game all that much, at least in my head. Imagine if Luigi mode applied to all the captures also. Oh, that'd be neat. Yeah, would be a bit of room for change there. But like, you know, similarly, if you put Luigi in Sunshine, like, yeah, he would feel different. But you can negate a lot of that difference with Flood. Like, Luigi plus Flood would just mean you have a lot more verticality, and his traction you could immediately negate by just jumping and doing this. Like, you wouldn't... Luigi wouldn't feel too different in if he were in Sunshine. Galaxy, in Galaxy, their moveset was very stripped down as well. The only special thing you have is the spin jump. And that's just extra verticality, so Luigi does feel significantly different there. The more layers you add without adding extra changes to Luigi on top of that, the less different he would feel. So, you know, I've seen people clamor for Luigi in Odyssey. I've seen people say it's a shame that he's not in Sunshine. It wouldn't actually change the experience all that much. And like, Luigi was never a drastic change. You never felt like you were playing a different game, but switching it to Luigi in Sunshine would not feel near as different as, say, changing it to Luigi in 64 or in 3D World. So I do see why it was never a thing in this game and wasn't in Odyssey. I'm just doing menial rambles now about other games. Feel like we should probably call it. Do I have any other epic hot takes about this game? It's fun. I liked it. It took longer than I expected. It took a lot longer than I expected. It took a lot longer than I expected. Blue Coins did a lot of that. Bad Shines did a lot of that. But also, like, a lot of missions in this game are surprisingly long. And as someone who didn't remember a lot of this game, it took me a while. This felt like a blind playthrough. Spleen. Thank you. This felt like a blind playthrough, to be honest. I said at the beginning, and I reiterated a couple times, whenever I first played through Sunshine, I played it a bunch as a kid. I played the start of it. It was always one of those games that I never got very far in, but have fond memories with the start of. I would usually unlock Gelato Beach and stop there. But when I played through this up to beating it, I guess, up to Bowser, I was on call with a friend a huge amount of the time. I was dealing with technical issues in Dolphin, wasn't playing on a GameCube. All these things is very early in my streaming career. So, you know, there were a lot of elements that kept me from focusing on the game, and as a result, I didn't actually remember a lot of this, which was a pleasant surprise. There was a lot more to discover than I remembered. Like, I remembered each of the individual places, but all of the missions, a lot of them felt completely new to me. I didn't remember how to do, like, the various chomp missions in Pianta Village. I remembered very little of Delfino Hotel in Serena Beach. This did feel like a blind playthrough, which was a pleasant surprise. Part of me expected, like, it would all come back to me as I go deeper and deeper, and, like, you know, all of it was familiar, but there was very little that I was like, oh, I know how to do this from several years ago. So it really was like playing through the game for the first time again. Even beyond just, oh, I never got the blue coins. This time I'm getting the blue coins. I guess I can say one last thing about the blue coins. I like them. I like them a lot. They could just be better. Which is the story of this game. There's so much good. There's so much good. And it's a shame that it was kind of, that it got this, like, maligned reputation. Which a lot of that surely is just, like, funny internet exaggeration. Like, when I was growing up, most of the talk I saw about Sunshine wasn't that it was a controversial, good but flawed game, which is what I see most of right now, which is what I see most of these days. It was like, oh, Sunshine's the bad one. Sunshine's the bad one. Age of hyperbole. We can't have an opinion on anything without saying it's the worst or best thing I've ever played. Mostly worst, because I grew up in largely the age of angry gamer YouTubers, which is, you know, a style that has its charm. I like AVGN as much as the next guy, but, you know, a lot of people, like, took that sort of format and, you know, did it sincerely. So they would say something about Super Mario Sunshine, cherry pick a bunch of the flaws, and then say, that ruins the game. Which I'm not saying you have to like the things that are good about this game. It is completely fair for certain, like, elements to ruin your experience. Totally get it, but, you know, when I was growing up, this was the bad one. And I grew up playing the start of it, and I was like, why do people say that? Are they just scared of the water pump? Some people were scared of the water pump, but no, that is not the flawed thing about Sunshine. So, you know, again, hot take. Sunshine, good but flawed. And that's mainly what I see now. You know, the opinions you see when you grow up on the internet are going to be different from the opinions that you see whenever you are older on the internet, because A, you will maybe run in different circles, and B, the people your age and a little bit above and below will grow up to then start putting their opinions about it out on the internet. So where Sunshine used to be the bad one, now there's people who grew up with it, like me, who are able to chime into that conversation. Just as the Star Wars prequels are now good. A thing that people uncritically believe, I say even as a prequels apologist. That fucking, there are people who say Sonic 06 is good now. That's just kind of the cycle of it, and the internet, just like everything else, has exaggerated that. Which is not even, that's not like me. People are stupid and people have stupid opinions on the internet. No, that's just, you know, interesting little fun little trends. Interesting little fun little trends. I can even understand a nostalgia for something like 06 right now. Again, I still haven't played it, but it seems like a more interesting game to play than a lot of modern Sonic, but that could get me started on another Sonic tangent. And that's not a very good thing. It's not a very good thing at all. I'm gonna go careening into the ocean. Oh, I haven't read Debs at all, even though this is like an endgame message. Shines have returned to the Shine Gate. In related news, the haze which has covered Isle Delfino is thinning. And the sunlight is recovering its former strength. Clear skies are forecast, with a 0% chance of rain. Not even possible. Rain won't happen. Like, we know this for certain. Is that even a possible forecast? I don't look at the forecast very frequently, but do they legit make 0% chance of rain forecasts? I mean, drought, yeah, but I don't know. I guess it probably makes sense in terms of calculation, but it seems weirdly presumptuous to me to say rain will not happen. There's absolutely no chance of like any freak thing occurring. Not even like a 0.05 chance. That's a thing that is surely totally reasonable, but me reading it, I'm like, excuse me? No, I was being funny. Okay. That was being funny! Okay, any other thoughts? I've been rambling for like 40 minutes now with no real gameplay. I've just been running around like a buffoon, baby. The Isle of Delfino will evacuate due to lack of water. Also, yeah, here specifically, no chance of rain. There's so much moisture. There's so much moisture. Granted, I suppose it's hot enough that the huge flood that just happened all evaporated by the time I left the mountain. Seems possible. Mario's asleep, and I'm sure you all are too. I don't think I have anything else left to say. Feels weirdly anticlimactic. And like, that's true because the boss was short, the ending was very short, and the rest of this was just like menial wandering. Like, there wasn't a build-up to a finale here. All the cool stuff happened last stream. I even went through Corona Mountain and had the requisite hard time with Corona Mountain last time. But also, like, then the stream ended on just me rambling while running around, which always happens, but usually happens, like, as an epilogue sort of thing. This didn't feel like an epilogue. The game just kind of ended. Like, this, it's just over. It feels like I should be playing this tomorrow, but I will not be. I need to figure out what I'm streaming tomorrow. Probably Animal Crossing, actually. Don't hit the mic, please. Probably Animal Crossing, actually. February 1st marks the Groundhog Day and Valentine's Day period, I guess. Where you can buy special items for those events, because Animal Crossing New Horizons is also a good but flawed game where the holidays suck unless it's the big ones like Christmas or Halloween. We can have more Animal Crossing rants next time, where I can repeat the exact same criticisms I've made in every other Animal Crossing stream, because this is a repetitive stream series that I keep doing anyway. Thank you, pals, for joining me. Tomorrow we'll probably play Animal Crossing. If not, I'll let you know what we're doing. If we're not playing Animal Crossing, I'll probably just take a break until Thursday. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This was fun. I'm glad I finally finished this game. You know what the only other 3D Mario game I haven't 100%ed is now? 3D World. Which I will continue putting off 100%ing until I can stream it with other people. Like Cade, or maybe others who would be interested. Once there's no longer a pandemic, and I can reliably be with other people. Yeah, thank you for joining me. This was fun. Enjoyed it a lot. Even when I didn't. Good night, everyone. I'll see you maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. I'll let you know on the Discord. We'll see what happens. Wah! Me, when someone says Super Mario Sunshine is the bad one.
Wrong, loser.